Hey guys, welcome to episode of Layman's Terms. Episode I don't know. Um, Hitcher's source of ignorance and drunken banter. The show that thinks that George Takei should do audio erotica. How funny would that be? I'm just saying. I'm throwing it out there. His career is starting to fade, so why not? That'd be interesting. Anyway, this episode, well, first of all, let me say, I had to take a hiatus because of the holidays. Holidays are very stressful. It feels like you're running a gauntlet, especially a couple weeks before Christmas into New Year's. So everyone is just decompressed. That's it. But this episode, we're doing post-mortem of all the celebrities that passed away in 2022. A lot of people did, but I'm going over the people that we knew. There's a lot of people that we didn't know that passed away, and it's always sad when that happens. Yeah. So, but first of all, let's mention all of the podcasts on the Red 5 Network, the Sidebar Cantina family. Starting with the Sidebar Cantina, that's Dave and Jason. Jason got a lot of Black Series figures. Dave just bought a car. The Escape Pod, they didn't have an episode this week, so that's okay. You follow them because they have a huge array of shows, and you can always see them. Can I move this like this? Okay, cool. Maybe because I'm not like tilted. Then there's the Podcast of Pain. I talked to Darius Payne on podcast. I've seen about getting on, and he gave me a really weird response. But anyway, please follow the Podcast of Pain because that guy is right in my wheelhouse. So yeah. Scarif After Dark. New Year's Eve, I was on Scarif After Dark for like five seconds. I just wanted to, say how proud I am of that show and tell everybody to be safe, because I didn't do anything on New Year's. I wanted to go to bed, really. I've done all that shit. That's amateur hour New Year's Eve and St. Patrick's Day. Like, see me on a Tuesday. The Use and Abuse podcast, they did Wednesday. I saw Wednesday and I loved it. I thought it was great. The casting of Gomez and Morticia, a little bit tweaky, but I still got into it. I still think they're, amazing actors of Catherine Zeta-Jones and the other guy. I don't know what his name is, but he's a very famous character actor. I apologize. I just don't know his name. I don't have any notes in front of me right now. But it seemed like it was more towards the Addams Family of the 60s. That's what it felt like. And if you've ever seen the cartoons, Gomez Addams is like kind of like a portly fella. So, but yeah, but my only, I watched the entire series. Okay, so my theory is obviously they might do a second season because they leave a bit of a cliffhanger. But how cool would it be if they have the Nevermore Academy that's based on Edgar Allan Poe? They have an opposing academy that's H.P. Lovecraft. I just think that'd be really fucking cool. That's all I'm saying. But I think Jenna Ortega, I think she did a great job as Wednesday. So I think everybody did. The Orange and Fett Show. This is sadly a show that I don't listen to because I don't know where to get it from. It's on Spotify. I think it's on Apple Plus. Please like and subscribe to those guys. I'm sure they have something to bring to the table. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just telling you how it is. A Big Swede for Big Swede's Excellent Adventure, and he is the current Sidebar Cantina Fantasy Football Champion. Congratulations, Swede. You earned it. We should all sign a toaster. Everyone who won. Because apparently there's a toaster that's the Sidebar Cantina Champion. Someone has a toaster. And I think everybody should sign it. I should sign it because that was the first one. Just saying. I'm not, patting myself on the back, but pat myself on the back. The first champion. Plus, I'm the champion that went to the championship 3 times. That's a hat trick, man. Just throwing it out there, man. So, but check everything else on the Red 5 Network. It's a great network. Check it out. They do a lot of Star Wars, do a lot of geek stuff, a lot of horror. Everything that you're into, you'll find something. Maybe you'll find George Takei autoerotica. Who knows? Why not? It could happen. Oh my, yes. And then I bent him over and showed him the Force. Wang. So, I think we should just get into the people that we lost in 2022. Starting in 2021, we lost Betty White. That hit hard, man. Betty White was at 99 years old. She was a trailblazer, man. So, and that was New Year's Eve on 2021. So going into 2022, Sidney Poitier at 94. Sidney Poitier. He was the first black actor to win the Best Actor award. That's awesome. Bob Saget. Bob Saget passed away at 65 of a heart attack. I think it was a heart attack. Maybe it was I don't know. It was a brain. Something with the brain. I don't know. Heart, something. I don't know. Meatloaf. This one hurt a lot at 74 due to complications of COVID. Fuck COVID. And you have to do yourself a favor. If you don't own Meatloaf's Bat Out of Hell, stop this video, go out, buy the album, download the album. It's like $7 on Apple Plus, Apple Play, Apple something. I collect vinyl. I don't know this shit. I'm still stuck at 85. You need to listen to that album and then get back to me, because it's a great album. Peter Robbins, you don't know who he was at 65, but he did the voice of Charlie Brown. Yeah, that was a sad one. Moses Mosley at 31. He was on The Walking Dead. I don't know who that is. I will stop watching Walking Dead. When they kill off Cruel, I just stopped watching. I just had no interest whatsoever. Betty Davis, 77. Not who you think. It was a funk singer. Yeah. Ivan Reitman at 75. He directed Ghostbusters, Animal House. I want to say he directed. No. Did he direct? What the fuck is that movie? The golfing movie. What movie is that? Shit. Son of a bitch. Now I gotta figure this shit out. Caddyshack. I think he directed Caddyshack. I'm not sure. Anyway. Taylor Hawkins. This was a big one. He had a heart attack. And I know I did the video on him. He was a drummer for the Foo Fighters. He was also a drummer for Alanis Morissette. From California. He just passed away of a heart attack. Just had so many chemicals in his body. But the Foo Fighters made a statement that they're going to continue. Who are they going to get the drum? I think it's going to be like whoever they can find. They just have rotating drummers, which sounds very exhausting until they actually find someone to really replace their shoes. There's some big shoes to fill. Oh, excuse me. They really are. You know. Gilbert Gottfried. That one hurt too. Big time Gilbert Gottfried. I was a huge Gilbert fan. I used to listen to the Gilbert Gottfried's Amazing Colossal podcast, which is still on Apple Tunes. Please check it out. If you like old school Hollywood, like the old school stories about like Frank Sinatra and all those cats, listen to it because it's fucking funny as shit. And he mentions Jews a lot. They did this. They did this post-mortem, so every year they would say who passed away, and it was very interesting because I always enjoyed that. So I guess I'm keeping up with the tradition because Frank isn't doing it, and it's kind of hard just for Frank to do it and not Gilbert because Frank is a straight man, and we know Gilbert is the funny guy, you know. I used to watch USA Up All Night with Gilbert Gottfried and Rhonda Shear. Yeah, because Gilbert Gottfried was Saturday nights, and it was someone to hang out with as a kid who liked stupid movies. And he would just be talking to you like, hey, listen, let's watch this movie, Ski School. Come on. So that's why I have a soft spot in my heart for those horror hosts, whether it be Rhonda Shear, Elvira, or Joe Bob Briggs, those cats, and Svengoolie, this guy's got me here. Liz Sheridan, she was Jerry's mom on Seinfeld. She was also Alf's next door neighbor. Yeah, I remember her. Jim Hertz, he was a reporter and a co-host with Bubba Walters, and I'll get to him. Naomi Judd, 75. She was a singer of the Judds and mother of Winona Judd, I think. I'm not a country listener person. Mike Haggerty, 67. He started in Friends. I think he was the barista with the blonde hair that was always after the girl, whatever girl's on Friends, I forget. Ray Liotta, 67. If you don't know who Ray Liotta is, no. Andy Fletcher, he was the keyboardist for Depeche Mode. It didn't say how old he was, though. Maybe I looked by it. James Caan, that was a shocker. At 82, he was in Elf and The Godfather. I think he was in Alienation. I'm not sure. Pretty sure. Ivana Trump, it was the ex, 73. She was the ex of Donald Trump, one of his many exes. I don't know how many he has. Olivia Newton-John at 73. She had a bout with cancer for the longest time. And the last time I saw her, it was her and John Travolta, and they were dancing to Grease. She still looked good, man. Anne Heche, 53. She was in a car accident. She did the remake of Psycho. She was the one that got stabbed. Coolio, Gangster's Paradise. He was at 59. That was a shocker too, man. Loretta Lynn at 90. She was a legendary country singer. And if you don't know Loretta Lynn, you need to do your homework. Especially if you listen to country. If you listen to shit country that's today, you have to go back and listen to Loretta Lynn and Johnny Cash and Willie Nelson and Chris Christopherson and Merle Haggard. Merle Haggard is my favorite. Judy Tentila at 72. She played the accordion. She was a comedian. You gotta look her up. She was hilarious. Angela Lansbury, 96. Angela Lansbury, she was Murder, She Wrote. She was the voice of the pot in the Beauty and the Beast. Robbie Coltrane, 72. He played Hagrid in the Harry Potter movies. Such a great guy. There's this guy at work. I swear to God, he's on second shift. He comes in. He looks like Hagrid. I just want to stand next to him and just play Harry Potter to him. Hagrid. But he does. Jerry Lee Lewis. He was a famous rock musician from the 50s, 60s, 70s. It's 87. Aaron Carter. I didn't know how old Aaron Carter was. I'm gonna say he was like 30s, early 30s. He was a teen heartthrob. Everyone liked him. Man, in his life, he had all these tattoos over his face. Kevin Conroy. That hurt the most. I think that hurt most in Meatloaf. He just he had a bout with cancer. He was 66. He was the voice of Batman. Whew, that one really hurt. Played such a great Batman. He was the longest actor to play Batman because he did it for so long. You know. Jason David Frank, 49. He committed suicide. I think he jumped off a building. Listen, people, you think that people got it together, but they don't got it together. Like, they'll give you such positive advice because they don't want you to feel the way they feel 100% all the time. Okay? You had him talking about being successful, but not like being like a millionaire successful, like being successful as a person, as in life. Like, you know, you get married, you buy a house, you have a family. That's called being successful. Keeping down a job, keeping everything together, you know, that's being successful in life. Doesn't mean you have to be a millionaire. That's what he promoted, you know. Always was always a fan favorite. Always had time for his fans. Always had time for his fans. I think every fucking celebrity should take a nod to this guy. It's like, that's how you fucking do it, motherfucker. Kirstie Alley, that one, that was a big one. 71. 71. She fucking email. She really was up and down of health wise, of just weight wise. Yeah. Barbara Walters at 93. That was a big one. If you're 93 and still have your wits about you, that's a good day. That's a good time. And Queen Elizabeth II, I think she was 96. Pretty sure she was 96. So I'm not really big on the royals, but they had to move her. They had to move her to where her husband was, because her husband died later on a year ago, I think, a year ago or something. And she was in a waiting vault for her, and they were going to be transferred so she could be buried with her parents, with the actual king, with King George. Yeah. So it's because all the royals are buried in this one chamber, kind of like the Phantoms. You know, like all the Phantoms are buried, you know, from 1 through 27. 37 in a row. But yeah, that's all I have. So yeah. But I do apologize for the absence of layman's terms. I don't think anybody really missed me. Come on, there's other great shows up there you can watch instead of this guy who doesn't know how to edit worth shit, you know? But I'm not going to promise you everything and give you nothing. But what I want to do is I want to do a Howard Stern bio, and I want to do a Max Baer bio. Max Baer was a boxer during the 30s. Yeah. If you ever see Cinderella Man, he was portrayed as an asshole, but really Max Baer was a good dude, and that's what I want to do. So I think I'll do Max Baer first, then Howard Stern. I'm not gonna do Howard Stern first. I don't know. I'll figure it out as time goes on. I'm gonna try to make this into a weekly thing. Yeah. But I think Max Baer is gonna be more difficult. He shouldn't be. No. Anyway, but that's layman's terms for today. That's all I got, really. What else? I hope everyone had a great holiday. Everyone I talked to was like, yeah, it was relaxing. I'm like, really? Yours was relaxing? I was running a gauntlet. It's over. We do have 2 cats upstairs. They're not coming down. There are 2 little boxes right here, and there's a 3rd little box upstairs, the bathroom. I don't know why. That's it. That's all I got. It's 12 o'clock. That was 10:44. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoy your weekend. Please stay vigilant on the vigilant. You know what I mean. Like, please stay current with layman's terms. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell so you know when notifications come up on new episodes. Give me a like. Really appreciate it. I'm up to 47, and I think other people are at 500 because I don't look good in a R2-D2 dress. Just putting it out there. Yeah, that's it. All right, guys. Have a good one. Talk to you. Bye.